In the bottom left corner on Noah's Ark, a very interesting map I'll be talking more about shortly. In this best of one, we have again bestest friends Capricis. And again, his opponent is going to be KSW. They have faced each other before in the winner's bracket, where Capricis did beat KSW 2-1, but now they're in the loser's bracket. And KSW this time is choosing Zerg. So interestingly enough, he can race pick before the match if his opponent is okay with it, but he can't switch races during like a best of series. But loser's bracket is only best of one, so he's back into Zerg mode. And he tried Protoss and he got him down in the loser's bracket, so I guess he's switching to Zerg. There's that fly swatter. I'm gonna try and get this fly while we're doing the opening parts of this game because it's just sitting right up on top of my monitor. Let's see if I can get it. This is a tense moment for everyone. I missed! Oh, I should have said it's hit. You wouldn't know anyway. Okay, so we're gonna have a TVZ now, which is a really cool matchup. I really like this matchup quite a lot. Capricious is... what? He's gonna go for some super early command center again. He's so incredibly greedy in these matchups, and this is actually kind of smart because a 9 pool could punish this, but no one ever makes a 9 pool in TVZ because no one ever makes a 14cc, so it's kind of a metagame-ish thing to do. If 14cc becomes like the norm, then people would maybe go for more like 9 pool-ish stuff, but that's really not the norm in Starbow yet. Capricious... no, I was gonna say he sees this and he can punish with a bunker, but no, he can't because he's gonna go for like a 14cc here. So yeah, here comes the drone. Man, I remember when Flash tried to go for 14cc every game versus Zerg for a while before he really got super famous, and he just failed so many times. I remember his effort, like, and every time he did it, all the commenters were like, "No, what is he doing? Why is he doing this yet again?" Oh, and he has to bring another extra SCV just to chase off this drone. That's annoying. Where's the there's the extra SCV? And it's, and it was always on the low ground too, actually, from Flash. He'd always do that for like the longest time, and he would just die to like stuff like 10 pool and 9 pool. Or you can't do 10 pool in Brood War. That was 9 pool in Brood War. I remember the game on Match Point versus Effort from some place, and he just kept doing it, and then it finally became like almost standard at the end. He managed to get it somehow, but it's incredibly risky if you don't know what you're doing. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, that's true. Like we were just saying in chat here, if you put it on the high ground, it's fairly safe. But this is a little bit unsafe, and this choke is actually kind of big for the natural, which I think is fine in this map because there's so many other chokes which are tiny. So I don't mind the choke to the natural being a little bit bigger, actually. Look at these chokes, man. There's so many and so incredibly. Anyway, Zerlings are gonna try and chase off this SCV. He should not really use the energy for the Storm Queen for this, and he's not gonna either. So KSW is just playing fairly standard. I'm gonna see if he's gonna try and go for Mutalisks or just go straight to Lurkers. I know he was complaining a little bit about Mutalisks being difficult to actually do any damage versus your opponent because Vikings were so good. And right now he's just chilling. He could, if he gets like a Hydrogen about now, it might just be Lurkers, but I think he's gonna start a Spire once the layer is complete, and then he's gonna put 3 guys in gas and start getting this Geister as well. But right now he doesn't need that much gas, so that's completely understandable that he only has 2 guys in gas. And what is this drone doing? He's gonna become a hatchery, I think. What is your destiny, drone? It is a Hydroden, and it's out of range sight because of that sneaky creep tumor right there. So he's gonna go for super fast Lurkers, actually. Let's see if he can break his opponent with this. I don't know if he can, though. His opponent should be prepared for pretty much anything as soon as he can get like his economy going and tons of barracks incoming. It's gonna be interesting. KSW know that he's fairly safe, though, and he sees the Overseer, sees everything. And the Overlord is slow and clunky. Look at the elegance of an Overseer compared to the Overlord. Like, not like aesthetically they both look horrible, like, but the Overlord's like boom boom boom, and the Overseer's like look at this, and he's like a little bit more refined and British, I feel. Anyhow, a couple of Zerglings incoming. They're gonna just meet a friendly squad of Marines, Marauders, and no Marauders. What am I saying? Marines, medics, and Fire Bats. Now, what's a vac? Because you have medics and you have medevacs, but why are they called medevacs? What does the vac signify? That's what I'm wondering. Never thought about that. Oh, killing 2 critters! with splash damage from fire bats. How dare he? So this is a fire bat, not a fire vac. But you have a medevac and you have a medevac. Do you have a marine bat? Maybe you need a fire vac. Anyhow, spine crawlers are up and lurker den is on the way. So he saw the push, he should be fine, but he forced out 3 spine crawlers, which is always nice. Yes, this is a very, very, very strong map for Mick. And I know Superhuman did talk about changing the map a little bit and sending me a new version of it, but he talked about that a long time ago and still nothing has happened, so he might have forgotten about this. I might try to remind him about this though, because this map is a little bit too Mick favored at the moment, but Capri doesn't care about that. He's still going to go for bio. And he's going to try and go for this, and I don't think he can break these spine crawlers. The queen is out of energy though, but he can break a couple, but I don't think he can break all of them. Here comes the Hydras that really should be lurker soon. He scans. He still doesn't. Does he know that there's a lurker down here? He scanned it. He scanned it. He saw it. Okay, so he knows there's gonna be lurkers. That's why probably why he's getting the factory. Medical evac. I like that. It's a medical evac. It's a that's clever. That's clever. So Zergling's getting themselves around here and could potentially go for some backstab. At least they're gonna start picking up reinforcements, killing that poor medic. We should have a medic bat, a medevac. That'd be cool. Oh, lurkers are gonna circumvent and be sneaky. Oh no, they're gonna kill that poor marine. 2 lurkers and 3 Zerglings to kill a marine. That's a little bit. That's overdoing it. Oh, they're gonna try and snipe the. No, they're not. Just gonna try and do something, and they're not gonna get much done except for killing a couple of Zerglings. And Capricis is gonna have to head out of there. These lurkers are gonna be burrowing now. Those lurker spines are vicious. They're fierce. They killed the creep tumor though, but KSW is quickly replacing that. Oh, it's gonna. Yeah, let's kill it again. It's like trying to vaccinize yourself from a horrible disease and just keeps coming back. Oh, there's Zerglings surrounding medics and marines. They're doing a good job at it too. There's only 1 marine left and he's about to die, and he has such a great health assurance, but it doesn't matter. The medics just have to stim and get out of there. Oh, that's right, we're talking about removing medic stim just because a lot of people just end up stimming their medics and losing all their energy from that. Without wanting to. But I don't know. Anyhow, Capricis with another group of units, but KSW is just getting more and more army now, I feel, and Capri has to reinforce his position while KSW can just keep growing his army, I feel. Oh, this is a very dangerous. You don't want to cross that bridge. You could try and pick off these drones, but no. Oh, now these drones should go down. At least one of them. Wow, it's an incredible fast reaction time from KSW. Here comes the lurkers, here comes the Zerglings. I love the lurker placement all the way up in the front, letting the Zerglings soak some damage while the lurkers get close. That was some really good engagement from KSW actually. As a Zerg player, I'd say. And we look at Capricis weird, but he's going for, he's going for a 3 factor. He's going to go for the mech transition, I feel now. Very slowly, he's still making marines. He's going marine tank. It's very SC2-esque build. KSW is going to start picking off more and more reinforcements, and he's just going to pick off everything, I think, with his lurkers. And just try to take control of the middle here, and he should be just fine. Oh, this siege tank's got to be so careful. Siege tank's the main weapon he needs to fight versus these lurkers. They're kind of caught in a little bit of a choke here. And he's going to lose 1 tank. He might lose the other one. These Zerglings are doing a good job. And the turret is tracking, but it needs to stop to actually fire. And he's going to lose the other tank too. The marines are blocking the way of that siege tank. Bad marines. They deserve to die there. And KSW is pushing his way all the way across into the entrance of the natural Capri here. I'm kind of surprised by this. Still no scan. There we go. Here goes the scan. He's going to kill at least 2 lurkers. They're very low in health. These siege tanks has to be so careful because the Zerglings are coming. There's no bio support for these siege tanks. And here we go. He's just going to flood in. He's not even blocking with the medics. He's just going to let him get in there. And this is it, I think. Oh, the firebat almost placed in the middle, but not completely. And everything is going wrong for Capricis right now. And he's just falling apart. And I think that's it. I don't think he can come back from this now. This is, wow, yeah, KSW is just going to keep flooding in Zerglings and lurkers. And that seems to be the winner combination at this point. And he's making more, yeah, there we go. GG, well played. So,